Alright peeps, listen up. I just got back from watching Suicide Squad and I wanted to upload this immediately after I saw the film, but I haven't had a chance. My fucking weekends are just too insane. I didn't get a chance, I'm sorry. But what I want to tell you right off the bat is, don't listen to the critics. Whatever you fucking do not listen to the critics. This movie has had some pretty bad reviews. It's rated it's rated fucking very disgustingly low on Rotten Tomatoes. Don't believe that shit. Don't listen to the critics. Go out and see this film. This film is fucking awesome. If you ask me, the first half is absolutely breathtaking. I loved it. There was a lot of backstory, particularly with Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and Joker. They're sort of the main focus of the movie. You know, guys like Boomerang and Slipknot are kind of side characters. They're not really that huge in this film. Even Pyro. Pyro's actually a really cool character. He's the guy with all the fucking flame powers and he can start fires and shit. It's actually Jay Hernandez that plays Pyro, who's Jay Hernandez was the original guy from Hostel 1 and Hostel 2. At least at the start of Hostel 2, because he gets decapitated very early on. But the original guy from Hostel who gets away with his fingers chopped off in the train, that's actually Pyro. I never even knew until I just saw a recent clip and his name popped up. But anyway, the backstory is absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. I even loved the build-up when they're actually in prison and you see Harley Quinn in prison. Oh my god, Harley Quinn. Woo! If you're going for a perv fest, check this out for sure. It's worth it just for Harley Quinn. And Deadshot, definitely. Will Smith, he's such a good actor. Pretty much anything he plays, you know that he's going to do a good job. Doesn't matter how bad the script might be, doesn't matter how bad the other cast members might be, or even if the plot is absolutely shit. Will Smith does an awesome job, and he was an awesome Deadshot as well. If you really want to nitpick, the only time this film kind of gets weak is actually when they band together and they set off to, I'm not going to reveal who the villain is because it'll just ruin the story, but the backstory of the movie is incredible. The first half is incredible. When they actually adventure out into the city to try and stop this villain, it's kind of predictable, and the action isn't sort of the best action that you'll ever see, but you have to really nitpick to say that. I'm just saying it's a little bit weaker, but maybe that's because I'm just so in love with the first half of the film. If the whole film was just backstory, I would have loved it probably even more, but that's just me, that's my opinion. I can see why they had to go down the road where they did and they had to stop a villain together. I suppose it tests the team out and we learn whether or not they can actually operate as a team or whether they'll try and get away because they're villains, all that sort of shit. A lot of people have been debating whether or not the Joker will be played well by Jared Leto. He does an awesome job. I actually really love this Joker. The only thing is, we need to see more. We need to see more of this Joker. He wasn't in the film long enough, and people did say he only had a really small part in the film. He was actually in it a lot more than I expected him to be after hearing that, so it wasn't a really small part. We do see a fair bit of the Joker, but we want more. We need more. We need to see more of the Joker. I think he's definitely doing a phenomenal job, Jared Leto, of playing the Joker. We're also introduced to Enchantress, who I think is a new character to the DC universe. I don't know. I haven't heard of her. I haven't read a lot of the DC comics. I'm not familiar with all of the characters. Obviously, the main ones that we know about: Batman, Superman, Deadshot, Harley Quinn, there are obvious ones, Joker. I haven't heard of Enchantress, but she's pretty awesome in this film, very powerful. And I think the other very ultra powerful one is Pyro. We learn at the end he's actually extremely powerful. You'll see what I'm talking about. Pyro is kind of at a stage where he doesn't want to use his powers because bad things always happen, understandably so. So he's trying not to actually use his powers, and the other members of the Suicide Squad are kind of urging him to use his powers because they're fucking fighting bad guys and he's just sort of hanging around not using the best of his abilities. So in the end we find out that he's actually ultra powerful. He's probably the most powerful out of the entire Suicide Squad, but it's pretty awesome seeing Deadshot in action. Like I said, the backstory is absolutely amazing, and we also see a cool sequence where the agent that's leading the Suicide Squad tests out his skills and he literally gets all these headshots on these target dummies in the one spot. It's just like, Deadshot, alright. Definitely don't listen to the fucking critics. The critics are full of shit. I could understand what they were talking about with Batman vs Superman. I watched the film regardless of what the critics said. Obviously, I went in there with low expectations, similar to Suicide Squad, because it's just instinctive, because you see some bad reviews and naturally your expectations are lowered. With Batman vs Superman, even with low expectations, I didn't really like the film. I think it was the editing, the way it kind of jumped around from here to there to there to there. It just jumped around fucking everywhere. I really didn't enjoy it. They ruined two of my favourite characters of all time. They definitely could have done more with them, but having said that, I'll have to watch the film again, and holy shit, the end, killing off Superman. Sorry guys if you haven't seen the film, major spoiler, but they killed the fucking Superman. How can you kill off Superman, and what then? I bet you they're going to bring him back for Justice League. How's that work? He's dead and they bring him back? It's just like, yeah, the ending just topped off the shitness. But with Suicide Squad, it's not the case, guys. I just wanted to make a quick video. I will be giving it a quick score on a scale of 0 to 13, because I'm banning 13. I want to rate all my stuff out of 13. Suicide Squad, I give an 11, because it's just fucking awesome. It would have been a 12, possibly a 13. I don't want to give movies an easy 13, because 13 is just perfect. But the first half of this movie is a 13 for sure. The second half is definitely a lot weaker, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But definitely, guys, don't listen to the critics. Go check this out. The more people that watch it, the more chance we'll get at getting a Suicide Squad 2. I want to see a Suicide Squad 2, god damn it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you want to see more movie talk, just let me know in the comments and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. See you all again real soon.